Welcome back to English classes with Asha VN. Today we are going to discuss the second and the third stanza of the poem For Anne Gregory, written by William Butler Yeats. Now let us look at stanza 2 of the poem. But I can get a hair dye and set such color there, brown or black or carrot, that young men in despair may love me for myself alone and not my yellow hair. Here we can see the reply being given by Anne. She says that what is visible from outside is existing and not important. She tells that the color of the hair can be changed to brown, black, or red, that is a carrot color. Just like how the color of the hair is changeable, outer beauty of any kind is changeable. By doing so, she believes that the young men who are in despair over her beauty might then love her for who she truly is. She wants to tell the speaker that anyone falling in love with her must see the actual person behind the beauty. Let us now understand the poetic devices used in the stanza. The rhyme scheme used is the same just as stanza 1, A, B, C, B, D, B. The first poetic device used over here is alliteration. We can see the use of the consonant sound B, brown or black, in line 3. The next poetic device is repetition. In line 2 of stanza 1 and line 4 in stanza 2, we can see the word despair is being repeated in the poem to show the feeling of young men for Anne. Let us look at stanza 3. I heard an old religious man, but yesternight declare that he had found a text to prove that only God, my dear, could love you for yourself alone and not your yellow hair. In this stanza, the poet replies to Anne about the importance of love for internal beauty and not the external one. He recounts something that he had heard from an old religious man the previous night. The religious man claimed to have found a text that proves only God can love Anne for who she truly is, without being influenced by her physical appearance, especially her yellow hair. Now let us understand the poetic devices used in the stanza. The rhyme scheme is the same as in the first and the second stanza. He uses the rhyme scheme A, B, C, B, D, B. The poetic device is anaphora. What is anaphora? Anaphora is repeating a word or a phrase at the beginning of a sentence that follow each other for emphasizing. Here in the stanza, we can see that is being repeated in the second and third line. That he had found a text to prove that only God, my dear. The next poetic device is enjambment. We can see the first line is carried on to the second and the third. I heard an old religious man, but yesternight declare that he had found a text to prove. The next poetic device that we see over here is allusion. Allusion is an indirect reference to a person, place, thing, or an idea of historical or literary significance. The line, I heard an old religious man. Here, the word religious or the religious text or teaching specifically of a religious man who has found a text to prove that only God could love you for yourself alone is allusion. Let us now understand the central idea of this poem. The central idea of the poem written by W.B. Yeats is to explore the theme of superficiality versus the true inner beauty or identity. He also gives the message that true love is never based on physical attributes alone. It is only God who loves his people selflessly. With this, we come to the end of the poem For Anne Gregory, written by W.B. Yeats. We'll meet you next with a new lesson. Till then, bye.